We have decided to save Nigeria. We have decided to follow Peter. We have decided to vote for Labour.
Labour Party.
Papa, Mama, Pikin.
My fellow country people within Naija, how una dey? We salute you now and we bring una ogbonge message wey be hope for a new Nigeria. And this message na from Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of Labour Party for the election wey dey come so. If you no know, Mr. Peter Obi na former governor of Anambra State and graduate of University of Nigeria Nsukka. He still attend different top universities for abroad and Mr. Peter Obi na still former chairman of banks for Nigeria. And with all this plenty experience, he don't decide to contest as president of Nigeria under the Labour Party to serve our country with better mind and truth based on say he sabi work, he get good character and he get the ability to do better thing for us.
Labour Party.
Papa, Mama, Pikin. Vote Peter Obi for president. Vote Labour Party.
Mr. Peter Obi, vice presidential candidate under the Labour Party, na Senator Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed, wey be graduate from many universities and na former senator. Mr. Obi choose am because na person wey get better mind, good character and he sabi work to make sure say we continue to live in peace and unity for Naija. Both of them na religious people wey believe well say Nigeria na great country wey dey don dabaru for many years and na make many people dey suffer today. This na time for Nigerians to take their country back. Yeah, on Naija, many people wey get better brain for Nigeria wey suppose to dey government to lead us. Na dem come be small people, but the ones wey no get better head to lead, na dem dey do rubbish. So why we no go complain? So make we gather now and choose the best to lead us. People don ask Peter Obi well say how he take save money when he be governor for Anambra State. Peter Obi don tell dem say na very simple matter. Wetin he do na to cut down the money wey government dey spend. And for 8 years, he no get house as governor for Abuja. He say he no need am. He no get governor house for Lagos. In fact, he rent am out for 25 years because he no dey stay for Lagos. Why dem go get Anambra State Governor Lodge for Lagos State or even for Anambra State? Abi governor no get house? Peter Obi even refuse to build presidential lodge for Anambra State because president no dey stay for Anambra State. Na all this kind way na im take save money for the state. Peter Obi know say e dey important make government no dey waste money because plenty things dey to do. When he be governor for 1 year like that, he cut the money wey government dey use to dey travel for Anambra State by 80%. Why? Whenever they invite am to Abuja for meeting, na only him dey go because of the cost of travel. Yes now, why him go pay for 30 other people wey dem no invite just because governor wan go attend meeting? He say that one no dey necessary because if him do like other governors wey go carry like 30 people follow body go one meeting, all those 30 people go enter flight, all those 30 people go rent hotel and na money dey go so. Money wey people suppose use take eat for the state and do better things. Na all these kind things na make am save better money for Anambra State. Peter Obi sef don talk am say Nigeria must move beyond oil. We must comot from country wey be say na only to chop be our own to country wey dey fit dey produce things. Na make if you vote for Peter Obi, you don vote for better Nigeria be that. This coming election na battle to help Nigerian youth, market women, families dem wey dey super, students, teachers, farmers, old people and poor people. Now na face Peter Obi dey see as e dey waka from everywhere for the country. Na because of these people na make Peter Obi don come. And just like person wey dey die for water, you must try to stretch your hand so that the person go fit raise you up and save you from the problem wey you dey. Na make you need to vote for the right person. Vote for Mr. Peter Obi.
Labour Party. Papa, Mama, Pikin.
Papa, Mama, Pikin. Now so, thank you very much, my people. We move on to the next second segment right now. Trust me, we are getting close. We are here for Mr. Peter Obi. We are not going to relent. The energy is there from God. Trust me, my people. It could be the last opportunity ever. It's Peter Obi or nothing. Thank you very much. We're going to be talking about there's analysis. You know, we are going to watch right now from show on our right, on channels concerning INEC. The point that I really want us to focus on here is that you might win. Any of the candidate might win, but you might not still be accepted as the president. was like, what did they happen for here? They say, I say they for inside the book, what they call Constitution, INEC Constitution. I don't know what that one mean. So now that one, I make me bring and come say, make all of us sit down, listen to this analysis. It's very, very important. And yesterday we were supposed to talk about them. Due to our principal day life yesterday, it was too big. You all can see that we came on live twice last night. We could not. So let's watch this. God bless you all.
There are concerns about the electoral law, the constitution, and the 2023 election. Former NBA president and senior advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Olisa Agbakoba, has written to the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, seeking clarifications for the requirements for winning the presidential election. Mr. Agbakoba, in his letter to INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, is seeking to clarify the Commission's position on Section 134 of the 1999 Constitution to the public. The former chairman of the president of the Nigerian Bar Association, in a letter dated January 17, 2002, an address to the INEC chairman, said that his request for clarification on the provision of this section was premised on the seemingly ambiguous nature of the section, even as it concerns the electoral process. Well, let's break it down and let's hear from the horse's mouth. Mr. Olisa Agbakoba joins us live virtually from Lagos. Thank you so much, Leonard Sik, for joining us tonight. And
so it will be good to clarify to everybody to say, this is the rule. If you do win 2/3 of the states, you need to also win Abuja. Or if you win 2/3 of the states, Abuja is irrelevant. Then I have another hypothesis, which is if you won 36 states, but you didn't win Abuja. In other words, if you got a quarter of the votes in 36 states, but you don't win Abuja, are you validly elected? This is the controversy. So rather than avoid the problem of 1979, I thought it necessary to take this, my friend's, request, and say I put it to the election managing body to say, can you clarify? So let's know what the rules are before the game starts. And as you say, it's 37 days away. So that was the reason I did this.
Fantastic. So let's do a bit of mathematics here, Leonard Sik.
I'm not good at mathematics, so let me warn you.
I'm not. I'm very terrible with mathematics, and if my secondary school mathematics teacher is watching now, he'll be so disappointed. But apologies. Well, it's just what it is. I'm not very fantastic with it, but it's basic, isn't it? 24 states is a 2/3 of 36, isn't it? So, for those who are wondering what this means, it is not so simple to be a president of Nigeria. So, yes, President Buhari won Atiku Abubakar with over 2 million votes the last time. That's a margin between the two men. Now, that alone could not have made him the president of Nigeria. He would have won at least in 24 states, he would have won 25% in those 24 states. Now, Leonard Sik, give us an understanding in view of what the law says. And I'm very certain that the Electoral Act is not in contravention or is not antithetical to what the Constitution of the Federal Republic says. So they are in alignment. But now, for those who are saying we might not have a conclusion on the first ballot, seeing the kind of candidates we've seen for a long time, at least from 1998 up until now, this is perhaps the first time we have more than 2 horses in the race. We are having at least 3 or 4 now, which means that there is going to be a level of technicalities that might be ready. But INEC says it is ready for that challenge of a second ballot.
Well, there are 2 sets of electoral processes. The first is if there are 2 candidates, then those 2 candidates, the person who scores the highest with a spread wins. And as you rightly observed, this is the toughest election that we're going into. Very uncertain. We have, for the first time, a very serious third force. So when you look at the permutations, You might then say, what if nobody takes the thing on the first shot? So INEC will now have to consider a second ballot. And I'm happy that the chairman of INEC has said that INEC is more than ready to do that. Now, the qualification for this second ballot is different. You just have to win on a simple majority. So if the second ballot takes place, and me, Olisa, I'm running against you, Shegun, and I have 10, you have 8, I win. So that's the difference. But the first one is more difficult. The first one is targeted at making sure the person who is president of Nigeria is enjoying a majority of the support of the diversity of Nigeria. If you looked at the list that INEC released concerning the voting numbers, I mean, I could actually look at taking Lagos and the Northwest and a couple of other states, and I can win. But the Constitution says no. We don't want a president who, even though he has a majority from 3 or 4 states, we won't declare him president because he doesn't represent Nigeria. So that's the difference between.
So let me play that part again. Big wahala. We need a good analyst that can analyze this for us now. For me, I'm a bit confused. I'm worried.
We don't want a president who, even though he has a majority from 3 or 4 states, we won't declare him president because he doesn't represent Nigeria. So that's the difference between the first set of criteria and the second. So the first one speaks about spread. The second runoff speaks about simple majority or numbers. So that's the difference. I want to know, if I win, if I was running and I won a quarter of the votes in 36, not even 24, in all 36 states, but I failed to win a quarter of the votes in the FCT, would I be declared president? I've taken 36 states, or in fact, 36 states, I take 100% of the votes. So that's more than a quarter. But I do not make 1/4 in Abuja. Would I be declared president? My view is no.
But why? Why is it no? If you win the whole 36 states, you don't win FCT, they will still not declare you a president. Anyway, might not be
it's
like
crazy. It's crazy to say that.
It's crazy,
It's
to be honest.
People like
I never heard of
Agbakoba are
this
here
one
to
before.
confuse people.
They want bring this thing down, because these people, they know what they are doing.
There is no democracy that
Yes.
you are restricted to winning a specific location
I
before
don't
you
understand.
can
You will
win
win
the
the whole
list. That's
36
stupid.
states. Just because you did not win FCT, you will still not be
Naija
declared
what?
the president.
That's ridiculous.
Naija what? He's
That's
actually
ridiculous.
contradicting himself, because in the first instance, he talks about multiculturalism, that you have to win at least from every, because we're a unique country. So if you can win multiculturally in the entire country, even if it's the whole 36, so why is Abuja different? If the first instance say you have to win,
I've
you have to
never
be
heard
mixed.
of this before.
Nobody has ever said that before. He's talking nonsense.
To confuse us.
Let's finish this video so that we can talk on it.
I do not make. I've taken 36 states, or in fact, 36 states, I take 100% of the votes. So that's more than a quarter. But I do not make 1/4 in Abuja. Would I be declared president? My view is no. But because of the confusion and the way that the 19 to 13 came up, nobody ever gave a thought that Kano State could be divided, because a human being, a state is like a being. You can't split it. But the Supreme Court split Kano State. So I rather would like to promote the view that INEC must be prepared for all eventualities. I mean, the chairman of INEC's performance at Chatham House was perfect, but there might just be a banana peel. So the way I see it, INEC is more than prepared and ready to present to us free fair, credible, verifiable, and transparent elections. But could Mr. Chairman of INEC just quietly look at this so that they mightn't be caught unawares? So it might look like a simple issue.
Yeah, it does look like a simple issue, but looking at it critically now, you've been looking into the technicalities of the law for so many years. So for you to have seen this means that there's something that we need to be careful about.
So you need, for instance, to win a quarter of the votes in 2/3 plus Abuja, or on the principle of incorporation, if you win 24 states but don't win Abuja, then you also can be declared president. So all INEC has to do is to declare what Section 134 really means.
It's a legal conundrum, which
not
perhaps,
easy.
Not an easy one. Trust me. Mr. Bakoba, before you go, just in few seconds, Nigerians are presented with very tough choices in this election, especially at the presidential level. If you're speaking with millions of them tonight via this platform, what can you tell them tonight that might help them to make that decision for a greater Nigeria?
Yeah, you should look for a president who is giving you, first of all, hope, who promises that he will unite the country that has been quite disunited, who promises to pick up on the economy, which is a big issue, who also is very clear about the nature of the insecurity we suffer, who will deal with unemployment. These are what I call the big issues. A president who will give you hope, who will turn around the problems Nigeria faces. Unemployment, the youth are, on the streets, no jobs, no hope. That is the sort of person that I would hope, people would vote for.
Well, thank you so much for that insight tonight, Mr. Olisa Agbakoba, a former president of the Nigerian Bar Association and senior advocate of Nigeria.
Okay, my people, to be honest, on this one, I am not too sure on what to say about it, but INEC-Section 134 Constitution,
I think that if it is clear that if it states that you have to win 25% of the Federal Capital Territory, that is clear. If it's unclear, that's where the issue is. But if it is clear, then the president has to win it.
No, my concern is the part where even though you win the whole 36 states, 100%, and you did not win Abuja, FCT, you will not be declared president of Nigeria.
Yeah, that's the rule. If that is the rule before the game started, you better know that. If the game has started and you don't win it, it's up to you. You will get into trouble.
You better
go and campaign in Abuja seriously now. That's so now. You busy winning 36 states, you forget Abuja that you are supposed to win 25%. So I don't think it's going to happen anyway. I don't think that kind of thing will happen.
Can I say something? Hold on. I have a caller. Omoye's corner is on the phone. Hold on, leftist. Hello, Omoye's corner, please talk to us.
Yeah, so that video is very important because these old ancestors, and the criminals we have, they might have some, because we all know that they have some sort of leverage to a great extent, right, within the INEC system. Let's not pretend about that. So I'm, for one, happy that this is coming out so that whatever we need to check, every nook and cranny that we need to check, because they might be trying to bring in a technicality that, Labour Party is not aware of, for instance. And to Mr. Olisa Obakoba's point, right, he's trying to clarify from INEC, what about Abuja? Because Abuja is the capital, right? Territory. It's the capital of. So he's trying to make sure that there's no exception to the rule. It's a clarification he's trying to make with the INEC officials. So let's put our ears to the ground to really find out, because we have to be fighting on all ends. As they dig one technicality, they try to plan and plot. We need to be 100 steps ahead of them. So this is why, for me, I think that video is very important. And what he's saying, even though whatever opinion you have or whatever, I think is very important. And it seems to me like he's trying to make sure also, right? Because he's a fan, so that they don't come and tomorrow they say because of one stupid technicality, right? They'll say, oh, they will now try to kick it to the other side, So we're trying to avoid all of that. So I'm definitely keeping my eye to the ground on that one. And we need lawyers. I beg any lawyer in the house that's versed in this matter, please come on and share with us. Talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Omoyeskona. Thank you. Okay. Robert Manuel, thank you very much for the super chat. We really do appreciate that. May God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Let's start.
Can I say something? Can I say something regarding that?
Depend. It's not your turn yet. You are the
okay. Sorry.
I like to go.
No. I thought no. If it's turn by turn, I'll wait. I just
it's turn by turn. Yeah, it's not your turn.
I'll wait.
It's Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, please talk to us. Let's take 3 minutes on this one.
Okay, hold on, please hold on. For me, I'm just happy with what the man.
Mr. Collins, you're not saying
just anything. Said now. I'm happy with it. The only thing I'm very happy that even if you get 8 million in Kano or give. Can you hear me?
Yeah? Your line is breaking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's good now. Go ahead.
Now I can hear you very well. I can hear. I said, if you like, you have a 8 million vote. 8 million vote in Kano is not going to make you a president. You understand? So you have to, for you to be a Nigeria president, you have to win most places in Nigeria, like 24 states in Nigeria. So only that alone will grant you a president. So you can have the whole numbers in Kano. So it's not going to make you a president. So I think that alone will motivate so many people not to now go and begin to talk to many states. Like I'm happy that Labour is going to get many votes, like a lot of states. Labour is going to win, somebody explained here, in Southeast, in South, in most in the North Central, and also some place in the West. So Labour is going to win the election. So I'm happy that even if later Tinubu or Atiku have the whole vote in one state in North, it's not going to make them a president. That alone, I'm happy for that. So I'm happy in that one. Thank you.
Yes, if I must go to that, it's a normal thing. In all election, you need to win it third in all states. We have 36 states in Nigeria, and the law expects you to get to third in almost the state because you are representing what? Nigeria. You cannot have the whole north, and you don't have to third in the south. You can never be the president. It's a clear factor and very clear. It has been like this. For those that say they've not had it, probably you've not been following the electionary process. This is how it has been. And again, you have to have the FCT. This is to make sure it's make you to be popular. It's not that one sector, only the North, neither know you. That is democracy is about popularity. You must be known all over. And again, if you have a high number of states and you don't have Abuja, you can be declared. If you have a high number, it is when you have a low number, there's a quota, there's a number you must have in all states, including the law says, including Abuja. That is what the law says, including Abuja. So Abuja is not, it's a capital city. And the law is telling you that for you to be a president, you must also include Abuja to your vote. And it's a normal thing. There's nothing different. He's only trying to confuse people who doesn't understand it when he say, in my own view, there's going to be issue. There's no issue. And going about Peter Obi, we all know that Peter Obi has gotten everything. You don't just mention Abuja because Abuja is a civil servant state, and the civil servants are angry. I know a lot of civil servants that in the second tenure, they promise, they say once this president that we have now, because I don't want to even know if this is my president, gets second election, they will all run away. And I swear, everybody that told me that they are no more in Nigeria. Some are contractors, they've all left. Abuja, Peter Obi already has Abuja. Let us go there.
All right.
Let not be afraid. When he was talking, I was laughing because are you talking of the north? We're going to share the note and we're going to have our percentage. Peter Obi already has it. No, this just gonna calm down. Calm down.
All right. On a politics, you see, if this law stands, your principal now only can now go they run they fight with Melu for that side though, because South side for him. You understand?
Bros, I tell you, even in Kano, Obi go drag Kano with them. I dey tell you the truth. Obi go drag Kano. Remember, Obi Dati is not a pushover. He's a very responsible man in Kano. He own a university, an educational institution. He own an hospital, and he's very intelligent, and people love him. I just want you to know that if you take Kwakwasu because he was this, only Dati will flush Kwakwasu.
Leftist, just to add to what you said, and the school of Dati, a university, have parents who are voters. A uni is a combination of many people who are voters. So have that in your mind. And the man has a good name.
All right. I have a caller. Hold on, my people. Hello, caller. Good evening to you. Where are you calling from? Hello, sir. Please turn down your device. Turn where you are watching me from. Turn it down. Good evening to you, sir. Where are you calling from?
My name is Joseph. I'm calling from Turkey.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph. Talk to us.
Yeah, I greet everybody in the panel, most especially OCM. Despite I'm not supporting your presidential candidate, so many times I try to understand your analysis.
Okay.
Back to the main discussion about two-thirds majority. This is a standing law for a long time. I have been talking to people about it, so that I thank God they are making it clear now, so that people will not lead to conflict. Or maybe when the election result is out, people will say, oh, no, they are trying to rig it, they are trying to do this, they are trying to do that. I think everybody needs to be sensitized about it. It's very important. Everybody knows this is what must be required, what you must get before you must be declared the president. That is a standing law. Nobody is trying to make it up. Okay. Yeah, that is just my contribution.
Thank you, sir, for that enlightenment. Thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah. that law don't the be as it get to me not like that law.
Now standing law, bros.
It has standing law, but me I don't like it.
Yeah, I think it does make sense. Now, if the president is going to be in Aso Rock, he better make sure that the people around him, at least 25% voted for him. You can see why. If you don't get up to 25% of support,
it's not your turn. No. They're always interjecting. It's not your turn. You take 20 minutes, and then when your turn, you take another 3 minutes. I don't have a problem.
Jesus Christ.
I don't have a problem, but you always interject all the time. You take more time than everyone.
Do I?
Okay. All right. Hold on, Mr. Tunaja. All right. Let's move on to politics. 3 minutes. Talk to us.
Yeah, I think I understand where the sound is coming from. Abakova. The question is that is it winning 25% or winning over? I'm talking about Abuja now, because last election 2019, PDP won FTC, right? I think I still have some figures in my front here. APC got 152,224 votes in FCC, while PDP get 259,997 votes. So PDP clearly won FCT, but of course, is that 152,000 that the APC got? Obviously, it's going to be more than 25%. So, is it what it's referring to, or is it outright winner? So, I think that is what he's waiting for the INEC chairman to come and clarify. And I think, if I should guess what the INEC chairman is going to say, he's going to come and say, "Oh, this is how we'll be doing it. This is how it is." I don't think it's going to be that complicated that they have to go up to the Supreme Court. That's what I'm seeing here. So other than that, we all know that yes, 24 over 25 states and all that. But the second round, there's another cliche in that second round in terms of who make it to the second round. Obviously, the person with the highest number will declare as the first person. Then, because only 2 people will go to second round. Now, how do you determine the winner? How do you determine the second person that will join that first person in the second round? is by who has the highest number of states we gather votes, not necessarily who get the highest number. I think that's where it was particularly by saying that nobody will come with 3 states or 5 states. You go say, oh, it represent everybody. Yes, the highest number go first. There's somebody who's going to fully have to have highest number of states. Like if Mr. A get a number of states for like maybe seven states, 90 get your own number, then Mr. B can get like only 5 states. Even if that B will get 5 states, get higher number, the guy with the highest number of states will be moved to second round to contest with the guy we don't already did there. That's exactly what the man was trying to explain. I mean, that's what I got from it anyway.
Thank you very much.
Just to add to it, people are saying there's going to be a runoff. Me, I'm not saying anything like runoff in this election. It's going to be a clear winning. I'm not seeing runoff. That's my take. It wasn't even your turn. On politics, it's supposed to be Chooks. So, Mr. Chooks, talk to us.
Oh, I'll wait for Chooks. After you finish, I'll not think.
No, you don't already talk. You just said that they feature us here. You will not
like that.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Leftist, once again. Yeah, I'm gonna say I agree with what they said. I think it's important that they make Nigerians aware, of what is going on within the election, so that we don't start a fight. Because they might be surprised that Obedient will, but anyway, Obedient will win Abuja, just like Mr. Leftist has explained. Imagine people win the 36 and tell us saying, no, only Abuja make us not be president. We know, we know go do something. So yeah, the issue there is they have to make us aware too of the percentage you must have to get in Abuja. You don't have to really win Abuja, because I'm aware APC didn't win Abuja the last time. So they have to clarify us as well what percentage you need to get in Abuja for you to be considered. If you're not in the past, APC never win Abuja, and Buhari is still the president.
You must get to third. You must not win the state. You must be able to get certain percentage in states. You must not win that state.
All the states or Abuja
Yes. Even Abuja, you must get to third. If you don't win Abuja, you have to third. You are good.
No, I think even if you have to third of the whole state, you still need Abuja. That's what they're saying.
That is what I am saying. You need to third in Abuja. The electoral law says that you must have to third in almost all states. In almost all states, you must have to third. That is the percentage in electoral law. You must have to third in almost all states. What are you saying?
That means you must not get below 25% in Abuja.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you say 2/3 of Abuja, that is 75%. Who does that?
Not only Abuja.
In all states, you must get 75% of the.
You must to third.
No, 25%. 25%.
25% is what you need in all states.
It's 25%, or
you must get up to 25% in all states. You are representing the country.
Not all states. Not all states. 24 states. You have to get 25%.
All right.
In 24 states with the highest number to declare winner in the first round.
I'm trying to use the word all state according to the electoral law. But if you get more and you lose few, you are still the winner.
All right. According to my research now, let me take all this off screen. Because we need to sort this out. Trust me. We need to be sure. Let me remove everything from the screen. 1 minute. I just want to put on the screen, although I'm going to read, but I want everybody to read together. I understand this. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you?
Yeah. I can't.
Yes,
it's tiny for me.
we can
Just
see.
read it. It's better. Just read it out, please.
Okay. All right. What we have here, Section 134 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A candidate for an election to the office of president shall be deemed to have been duly elected where there been only two candidates for the election. A, he has the majority of vote cast at the election, and he has not less than 1/4 of the votes cast at the election in each of at least 2/3 of all the states in the federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Then 2, a candidate for an election to the office of president shall be deemed to have been duly elected where there be more than 2 candidates for the election. A, he has the highest number of votes cast at the election, and he has not less than 1/4 of the vote cast at the election, each of at least 2/3 of all the states in the federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja.
What are we not talking about?
Do we get that?
It's clear and simple.
It's very clear.
It's clear and simple. So it's not a problem. It's just good as
number 3. Can we just let go?
Make Nigerians aware, because right now there's a lot of parties that is interested in this election. So
right. Number 3,
in order not to create confusion, when they start
hold on, sir. We have a call, sir. Please. Hello, Kevin Kell, please talk to us, sir.
Yeah, Najawash, thank you once again.
Yeah.
Concerning what the son, Risa Abokama, was saying, he is seeking for interpretation or INEC's understanding on what that law says. In law, there is something called the letter of the law, and so when the law says that, hello?
We can't hear you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
When the law says that to be president of Nigeria, he must win 2/3 of the 36 states, including Abuja. So that word, including Abuja, what does it mean? Does it mean 36 plus Abuja, meaning 37 states, or he must win 24 states, 2/3 of 36 states, and must win 2/3 of votes cast in FCT? Because if you win 2/3, which is 24 states, and you don't get up to 25% of vote cast in FCT, you have not won Abuja. You have not won FCT. So that's why he's seeking for the interpretation of that. But for obedience, we are on the good side, because there's no way obedience will not win Abuja.
Okay.
So, but he is looking for interpretation, because this election, to him, he's seen it as a very tight election, and we have not seen this type before.
Yes.
So he doesn't want us to get there and will not begin to use APC chief judge to determine what happens. Because the APC has the chief judge of the federation. So they want to see the interpretation now before the game begins.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for
who just called us now?
Kevin Kell.
Okay, it's called the second time.
Yes. All right.
Mr. Elvis,
Yeah.
1 minute. I don't want to stay long. I just want to drop.
No, but
let me tell you.
I'm still on.
I have people waiting.
I know that I'm leaving now. I'm going entering the meeting. Just give me 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute.
Okay, say what you want to say. 10 seconds, then go ahead.
Yes, 10 seconds. Now, P2B is going to clear Abuja. More than 75%. I live in Abuja. I know what is going on. I have parents and family, church members in Abuja. Don't worry about that. If Abuja is the problem, I like this man because he said he wants an interpretation of the law before the game starts, not after the game must have taken place. But if it's about whether P2B is going to win the Abuja, my brother, go and make a cup of coffee. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Let's move on quickly so that others can speak. Madam Rita, please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Is go back to the what I was saying. Where is Festus Okoye? Where is Mr. Festus Okoye of the INEC? This is when we actually, in fact, there's a lot of issues coming out. We're not hearing from the spokesman. Mr. Festus Okoye, where are you? Nigerians need answers. Where are you? And I think it's a very good question Mr. Olisa was bringing up, because in this case, I mean, we're looking at three parties, right? Political parties. And the Labour Party is the number one here. Unlike before, it was just two. You know, we were forced to look at the two devils. Now, there's an angel that's coming in between the two devils. How is the Constitution going to interpret the way we vote? Regardless, I think everybody have basically explained everything. But it is good that, like, he wants the INEC to actually come out and tell us exactly in INEC terms what they understand about Section 134 of the Electoral Act. They need to come out and tell us. So whatever we see after, we say, okay, this is what you said prior to the election. Not after the election, you say something different. So it is a very good thing that he did. Regardless of, you know, where he's wavering to, I feel he's Abakoba is part of, you know, the APC, but whatever it is, whatever he has brought out, it's very necessary. It's very necessary to our minds to open, so we can actually understand the rules of engagement with this game, this political game. And Festus Okoye, where are you? Festus Okoye, please, we need you to come out and interpret it for us. I wish Shehu of the Channels TV, when they bring someone like Olisa Abakoba, sorry if I'm not pronouncing his name properly, they should also bring someone, an erudite man like Mr. Femi Falana, or this our father from Edo State. Exactly. You know, they bring it out in simple English. They interpret it in simple English, or at least bring a lawyer who specializes in electoral law. You know, so you see, our media is not even helping us, because when we are dealing with serious issues like this, you have to bring the two sides of the coin, not somebody that wants to be popular by you know, alerting us of Section 134. Let it be balanced. Tomorrow you bring another person. Come on, let it be balanced. Bring Femi Falana. There's so many great lawyers that Nigeria know. Michael Zekome, Femi Falana. They will explain it in simple terms for us. Regardless, finally, even if there's a rerun, even let's just say in another world, not in this present day world now. I know Peter Diroko is going to win Abuja. In another world, I'm assuming he didn't win Abuja. He got 2/3 of the votes in the entire country, but he didn't win Abuja. Guess what? In the rerun, what is the rule of the rerun? They're going to base it on numbers. So even if we have a rerun, he will still have the highest numbers. So Peter Diroko is our president, regardless. Thank you.
All right. My people, thank you so much. It looks like we are understanding it even much better now. So, because I was really worried, trust me, I was worried, but it's a bit digested now. Okay, let's hear from Engineer Ken. Use your 3 minutes, because we are rounding up now. Okay, let's quickly move on to the next person. Mr. Shuk, don't talk to us now, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Engineer Ken, please use your 3 minutes.
Yeah, thank you so much. My 3 minutes will be this. You know, whatever they're saying Abuja, definitely Abuja is for the obedience. Me, my mind is not shaking. You know, I'm not shaking at all, because I know what I got. What I got is Peter Obi. You know, Peter Obi is a man that does not boast. You know, we're watching Kwankwaso calling his degree, blah, 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 blah. I've never heard of Peter Obi says that I have masters, I have PhD, I have this, I have that. No. He just kept quiet. He's just looking. You know, that is a man that wants to work. The reason why we're seeing these politicians fighting, confessing, because they're all afraid, because they know what is coming. They know that revolution is coming. That revolution that we've been hearing that is coming to Nigeria without no shooting of a bullet. It's coming soon. And that soon is now by Peter Obi. So Peter Obi, my 3 minutes is not up now. I'm looking at the time, Mr. Naija Watch.
Yes,
Please.
You have 10 seconds left.
10 seconds. Why you chew me out like this now all the time?
I beg, go press with you. They press for that side, they back.
So the truth is this, my brothers. We should just go relax. If you know how to drink your beer, drink your beer. If you know how to sip your wine, sip your wine. Just sip it and just be happy. Be thanking God because the judgment day has come.
Thank you.
So this man, all of them are going to go to jail.
Thank you.
Because Peter Obi is going to make our institution to work.
All right.
Yeah, so that Nigerians will have values in the world. Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch. I rest my case.
Thank you, Ejina Ken. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. The next person right now would be Chunaija. Chunaija, please talk to us. 3 minutes. Okay, Chunaija is not available right now. Let's quickly move on to Mr. ACBD. Please talk to us in 3 minutes.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Go ahead. Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir. 3 minutes.
Yes. Thank you. Mr. Naija Watch. Good evening to everybody. Well, I think I've missed a large part of the conversation, although I also joined some time back before I came on the panel. Well, the thing is that with people like, what's the name, Kwankwaso, from the beginning.
CBD, my brother, I miss you. Where you go now?
Yeah, Mr. Ovier, I did. The only problem is that the kind of class. Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you. This segment, we are not talking about Kwankwaso now. We are talking about the last video we just played. Did you watch it?
The last video, kindly, if it's possible.
Oh, please stay mute. Somebody should stay mute. Oh, please stay mute.
I don't know who that person is, but yeah, okay. the last video, sir, the one about. Can you kindly?
Yes, the one we played now. We're talking about the election figures by one lawyer. I don't know his name. I didn't follow his name. That you must win certain numbers, certain percentage in state, including Abuja, or you win certain numbers. Even if you don't win Abuja, you have to be the president, or we go to runoff, because now usually we used to have just 2 parties. Now we have more than 2 parties. So
I think.
All right. They got it. Mr. CBD, 3 minutes, please.
Okay. Let me finish, kindly. Well, the thing is, it's known you have to win, but I don't know about someone saying something about it's definitely not the whole states, but I think about 22 or 23 or 24 states thereabout. You have to get 25%. And I think at some point it just depends on getting 25% in the 6 geopolitical zones in the country. I think so also. So if it's Abuja, obviously it's a capital city, it's a diverse population. So there is no cause for alarm. There's a high chance that Peter Obi will even get above 50% there. Then I feel like it's doable and it's possible, and that is why you see these people coming up with all manner of propaganda through whatever means they can come up with, whether it's the media, whether it's the all these undercover politicians that are acting like so. Including the show already that some of us think that is are you not seeing what his news media is doing recently? All these propagandas by Sahara reporters showing things that are false, saying that somebody wearing Peter Obi's campaign shirt is being stopped. Meanwhile, it's clearly seen there that person is not even wearing you know, it's not even Peter Obi's campaign shirt. So, and recently, even today, I saw another one that he posted, all propaganda. So that's just what we are facing right now. But the thing is that Nigerians are wiser. People know what is going on. People are tired. So, you know, this is just the last kicks of a dying horse. So they know that their time has come to an end, and they will do all manner that they can. But I really wish I could touch any of the things that was discussed. But no problem if you feel like you know, I can't. So it's okay.
No, we'll come back to you on that. Maybe you might be. I'll give you 2 minutes to talk on that. Let's finish with this. Mr. Alex, please use your 3 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Najawash. Can you hear me?
Yes.
On the last video you showed, I will not want to give my humble logomaki with logo Apache. That's I don't want to be biased in my submission. I will want a constitutional lawyer. Maybe Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo can help us bisect and dissect or diffuse this permutation that we are all trying to, you know, deduce to our viewers worldwide. So we will need a constitutional lawyer. You know, law has many branches. We have international lawyers, we have property lawyers, we have human rights lawyers, we have constitutional lawyers. So we need a constitutional lawyer with the imprimatur of the INEC body also to be on air, to educate Nigerians. They should not do election like a secret court. Nigerians need to be aware if the constitution has been amended, if we're still going with the 1993 permutations or calculations. So we must not be in the circumlocutious, you know, analysis of archaic politics of the 90s. So I'm sure a lot of amendment have been done in the Nigerian Constitution of 1999. Always they will say as amended. So we need a constitutional lawyer to tell us as a final authority, and INEC boss must do, you know, more job by sensitizing Nigerians just now with the rules of the game. Is the political arbitrary just now, or the political referee, so to say, so long as this political game is concerned between these three or between these presidential aspirants. I would say three because we have just 3 male runners. Kwankwaso for me does not exist because a man from Kanu who has not solved the problem of the Aminu Kanu Kala Towers, of the Amajiris, of the Northern Enclave. He has no right, although he wants to use his thing he wants to use his party for the level of our, you know, coalition for the highest bidder. Like he said in Chatham House, he said, when I see a better candidate, I will step down. That is, in another word, when I see the highest bidder, somebody who gives me what I want. Anyways, away from that. So we will need the imprimatur of or the interpretation of a lawyer who is vast in constitutional law to tell us the final bus stop of these permutations. I agree with everybody, but I'm still in the state of igidi prigidi or uga moga or electional laborare esorare. So Najawash, I will leave my logomaki here with that logo Apache. Thank you.
Okay. Me no know say I think Abacha don't die. Oh, me no know say
logo Apache is without being biased. Thank you.
I beg lefties interpret what he Alex they talk for us. I beg.
You saying go leave loco Maggi. That is the Maggi Ebari.
No, not be so. Not be so. He said Abacha don't get localized. He said Abacha don't get localized.
Ebari. Old Maggi, our parents put for soup.
No,
so go live for Naija watch.
Local Abacha just now.
No be Abacha. He say
that are the best Maggi.
He say go no, you not just talk. He say go live for Naija watch here. You know what confuse himself.
How can unless we just come here and begin local Abacha, local logo laba labolobo.
La blue, la.
You see, make I explain, and don't let me explain. Now, since Alex don't leave a very local Maggi for Naija watch, we want to use this opportunity to present her to our person will be all our politics. All our politics, you are welcome. We don't give you local Maggi.
No.
You can take that one home.
Now all our politics go carry that one go house.
Then go carry the local Maggi go.
Make we ask
You
Victor.
can go with it.
I beg talk to us 3 minutes. What is the meaning of local abacha and local labalaba? Victor, talk to us now. You are not unmuting yourself. I know they give 2 seconds for you. Okay. Victor is not available. Back to okay.
Hello. Are you asking me?
Yes, Mr. Victor.
I have no idea about that.
So even you don't know what to be local abacha be.
No.
What about local labalaba?
The local abacha that I know about is when I lived in the east, and there is this salad that the Igbo people used to eat. They call it abacha.
Okay, maybe that one less me.
They rub it with palm oil and they put some pepper on it.
Paprika. I love this. You don't know say that abacha in the top before.
And the local labalaba is grass cutter that you roast.
The best meat ever.
Local labalaba is a butterfly. It's a butterfly in Benin. Benin call butterfly labalaba.
But what I was going to say is that while you did your research on screen, and I was quite interested in it, and I started looking at the states where Peter Obi could come out with excellent results. Not even 25%, more than 50%. And I started counting them, and I was writing them down. If you don't mind, I'll take 30 seconds to read them all out. Cross River.
That's fine.
Cross River, number 1. Benue, number 2. These are states where Peter Obi is going to have a landslide. Not just win, he's going to win bigly, like the Americans call it. Bigly. Cross River, number 1. Benue, number 2. Ebonyi, number 3. Abia State, number 4. Akwa Ibom, number 5. River State, number 6. Imo State, number 7. Bayelsa State, number 8, Delta State, number 9, Edo State, number 10, Kogi State, number 11, Ondo State, number 12, Ekiti State, number 13, Osun State, number 14, Ogun State, number 15, Lagos State, number 16, Kwara State, number 17, Anambra State, number 18, Nasarawa State, number 19, Kaduna State, number 20, Niger State, which is currently facing a chaos of terrorism right now, number 21. The other 3 states will come somewhere from around the north where he could get 25%. I don't know. Somebody can help me. I submit at the moment.
Wow. At least I don't get hope small.
Nasarawa is half Christian.
Plateau State. What about Plateau State?
Plateau State.
And Jigawa.
That's a good one. Plateau State, yes.
Okay, Madarita.
The state of Deborah, the state of Deborah, they are all angry there. It's for Obi.
Madarita. Okay, Madarita not
talk to us already now.
Okay, Madarita, why I called you? Shey you dey look for Mr. Akoye of INEC, make he talk to us.
Yes.
Somebody don't tell us how we take win now.
But we need somebody from the authority.
Elders now do well. See the assignment. See the assignment you give.
Mr. Okoye, please, can you hear me, please? I need Mr. Okoye to come and explain to us, interpret the section 134 in INEC's terms. That's what Olisa Agbakoba is trying to say.
Yes.
Let them come and explain it now before we start playing the game. Because whatever they say now is binding. Not after the elections, we start to hear a different story. We don't want to hear stories that touch the heart. INEC should come and tell us what they understand by the law.
And this
Let
is
them come and interpret it.
This is what Sheu's supposed to do.
Yes, I need Justice Okoye of INEC to come and speak. If not, I will be calling Yakubu's name.
We have to mount
his name. I've been looking for him.
I'm pretty
we
sure
have to mount pressure on Arise and channels to do the right thing.
No, I'm pretty sure by next week they will respond, because if you remember, the son said that he just wrote to INEC when then he appeared on TV immediately. So obviously, we don't hear from him today, being Friday, their last day of broadcasting. That she will broadcast, and we should hear from him maybe by next week. I'm pretty sure they will respond.
I really hope they do, because we don't want to hear something else entirely
We've been looking
after
for Okoye
Obi has
for a
won.
long time. He hasn't come out to explain all the falsified
right.
voters card, all the INEC officers not giving people their card.
Tulaja,
He hasn't explained.
let's allow Tulaja to talk to us. He has not spent his 3 minutes.
No,
Okay.
Tulaja is not
Yeah,
available. Available. Let's move on to everybody on the screen. Everybody don't talk. Mr. ACBD, I'll give you 2 minutes to talk on Kwankwaso and all for politics.
CBD, easy on me. No, say we'll be friends.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Help me deal with all for politics.
We'll be friends that year. We'll be friends that year.
Yeah, we were having some productive conversations sometimes in the past, but unfortunately, I don't understand what is happening in some of those platforms, which I'm not going to mention, because it's so, to me, it's so shameful that grown men, Nigerian men, will go on a platform, and the only thing they can think of is how to do tribal fighting there. It's just quite unfortunate for the whole world to see, for that matter. You know, I don't know what kind of thinking is that, and these are supposed to be people that have basic education. So, the thing about this, Kwankwaso and this OVA candidate is that from the beginning, I never saw him, even if you remember the first interview that he did, that they asked him about Peter Obi. If you hear the kind of words he used, it's exactly similar, very much similar to what he said at Chatham House. Oh, Igbo, that's the only thing these people open. Like, they have nothing else to, to count on than that ethnic and religious narrative. Nothing else. That's to show you how empty these people are. So the only thing when you ask them about what can you do, or what about this one, the first thing they want to do is to bring in that ethnic and religious differences. It's just quite sad to see, and I'm just so disappointed that somebody like Ovie that is supposed to know better is there shouting, whatever he's shouting. So, and it's just, then also when you look at what is happening right now in politics, it's clear that Peter Obi is at the front line, and he's most likely going to win. He's most likely going to win this election. The only thing, like I said earlier on, is that we have to brace ourselves for the aftermath of the election, because you know that these people have already done a lot of.
All right, ACBD, I have a caller briefly. Let me.
Okay.
Sean, Sean, talk to us 1 minute, please. Be very fast.
I just want to add my own voice on the state that Obi will win, because I heard somebody was counting about 25 and he counts more than normal. I know all the South the states, definitely Obi will win them. I don't want to call their name for so I'll be back. All the Southeast, 5 states, Obi will win them. That is 11 already. Obi will win 4 states in the North Central, which is Benue, Taraba, Nasarawa, and Plateau. That's 4. Obi will win Kaduna, that's Northwest. Apart from Kaduna, I don't know, you can get 25% in Kano. Then come to the Northeast. Obi will get 25% in Adamawa. Obi will get 25% in Yola. Those are 2 dominant Christian states. Like we in the South, one of the things that South get Christian power. The Christian majority Adamawa and Yola it to them. Those are the states I know. Then Obi will win Abuja. That's the end of it.
All right, thank you.
And yeah, and this information I just giving people because I've got it from a top officer. So that's it.
All right. Thank you from top officer. Top officer. Thank you. Yes, go ahead, sir. If you not be top officer, you not go sweet. Go ahead, bro. My brother.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I think I will just round up by saying that I will, even some of these let me mention a few like this. What's the name? Influencers that we are talking about sometimes when we come on this platform. It's a real thing. The other day, I don't know if any of us here have seen the recent report or documentary that BBC Africa did on the paid influencers in this current Nigeria 2023 presidential election.
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen the lady on BBC.
Thank you. So, and that's why when we say it sometimes, look as if I remember we were having a conversation with Madam Irene and some other people on the panel, and one day it's a real thing. These people said it, and and we all know who said it. We know who is doing it. They had a very extensive cover on that report. They said, you will see people who just come on, drop comments, put tweets. They are all trying to create a narrative. And when you look at even the media, the mainstream media, people think that their job is only to bring news. News is just one of the things they bring, but most importantly, sometimes their job is to create narrative or create propagandas. And just by reporting a story in a certain way, they create those narratives. And they tell you what they want you to think about that news, not exactly what the news is. So we need to be very careful. We need to be very careful the kind of information we are consuming. You need to understand where all this information is coming from and the intention. The only people I feel sorry is some of these our elderly people, parents that they'll just sit down, cross their leg in their living rooms, and they will take all this news, everything, because some of it they are not obviously So what I'm trying to say is that finally, before I go, is this tribal thing. We cannot overemphasize. It's a serious issue, and we know that we have different tribes in Nigeria. We know we have different religion, but why can't we understand the simple fact that we need a candidate that will do just his job, the basic job? And why can't we understand that some of these politicians, that is the only way they are able to remain in power, by using tribe and religion, especially the corrupt ones? And we are here helping, not us, I mean, some people online are there helping these people to push that same narrative and to help them remain. Why do we hate ourselves that much? Because as a Nigerian, people know us, Nigerians, many people are intelligent and, very hardworking. They can rise to the top and all that. But at the same time, there are also those negative stereotypes that some Nigerians
your 2 minutes is long expanded.
Yeah, so now won't we be happy to see that we can have a leader that can bring dignity to Nigerians all over the world? So why are we trying to continue on this path that, mediocrity and shame upon our people?
All right,
so please, I don't understand why some of us, are not thinking deep enough. And unfortunately, we have some people obsessed, and particularly, okay, let me stop there for now. Thank you
very much. Thank you, because your 2 minutes have long been expended. We just we will be rounding up. I want to say thank you to almost everybody today that have been able to join us today on this today's debate and today's broadcast. We want to say thank you.
Was I called upon?
Yes, we called you on severally, but you were not around. But just hold on. Maybe I may give you 2 minutes later. Now that you are around, I want to say thank you to those that super chatted us. I do like to watch. Alex Gomez, Alexander Gomez, George Blueshell, Chidi, Dom Ike, Jaja, Charles, Osage Edosa, Alexander Gomez, and Anthony Ola. We say thank you very much for your super chat. We really appreciate. We want to say thank you to those people that called in. Yes, CM started this call for today, called in, and we have Ginger Breadman, we have Nico, Mr. Henry, Mr. Charles, Tubore, Efe, Evelyn from Ghana, yes. The Ephrata Catfish, yes. CM again, Alice. Then we have somebody that called in that just wanted to support us, and Dennis from Germany, then Sonny from Germany, then Dr. Joe from Abidjan. Yes, we say thank you very much. We had Funke, yes, from UK. We had Kelvin Kevin Kell. Thank you very much. Omoyes Corner also called in, and Joseph from Turkey. Thank you very much. Then Kevin Kell called in again. Then finally we had Sean. So we want to say thank you to everybody today that have been able to join us on this panel today on this studio. It was a wonderful one. We want to say thank you to Pansat, thank you to Mr. Alex, thank you to Collins, thank you to Chuksubabuze, Omoyes Corners, now all now politics. Thank you very much, Madam Rita. Thank you, Ken. Engineer Ken, thank you, Victor. Thank you, Victor, for OB. Thank you. Then to Niger, thank you. CM, thank you. ECBD, thank you. Bala Blue, but you did not wait to speak. But thank you, at least we saw you. Then finally, Victor. Yes, we'll be going back to you for you that we called before that was not around to quickly use your 3 minutes to talk to us. Thank you very much.
You know that again. He's busy with his side chick. We know them.
Okay. If it's not
all right, let's round up.
Yes, if
He's messing with his mute button.
Okay, okay. You talk to us at 2 minutes, please. We need to round up now.
Okay, yeah. Regarding the topic, obviously, for me, it's not even the topic. I'm focusing on the two major problems that has been plaguing the country, and which is security and transparency. See, when I say these things, because every time people complain that this one train station is getting hijacked, this one is happening, that one is happening. Yeah, that's security. When you keep complaining that politicians are stealing your money and all that, yeah, that's transparency. Many of all the things you are talking, mostly talking about, is down to many of these things. If you don't figure out the way to sort them out, you can complain as much as we like. It's not going to get us anywhere. The reason why many of us are talking about how Nigeria is very, very rich, we have money here, because you don't have transparency. You don't know. How do you know how much Nigeria has? How do you know how many things are being stolen? When I said that they should make government accounts public, people thought it was a joke. It needs to happen. Because Nigerians don't trust anybody right now. Peter Obi is going to get into office. He is going to be transparent himself, but he needs to put systems in place for us to be able to verify whatever is going on. The central bank was able to put this limit the way people are taking money out of the account, which is a very, very powerful tool. And if the central bank is able to rein in a lot of cash from the system, whereby people start using electronic transactions, that means that almost all transactions in the country can be tracked. You will find that corruption will reduce just because of that alone. It's like having CCTV camera for money. You can always go back and play it back again. But what I'm saying, that when I said that we need to see this in make government accounts public, is because we want to see it in real time. We don't want to wait after the offense has been committed, and then we have to rely on them to investigate. We need many eyes to investigate. When many eyes are watching something, chances of corruption to occur reduces, because it takes you have to have a lot of people agree to that corruption.
Exactly, my brother. I agree with you.
We need to start doing that. The accounts, all government accounts, all their activities electronically can be monitored by EFCC, police headquarters, military headquarters, all of them. Just spread it all over the place. It doesn't have to necessarily be in the hands of the citizens at first. But I think the final solution, it needs to be the hands of the citizens. So they can subscribe and say, NDDC, what have you been doing with our money? We want to see everything we are giving our money to. Every single penny people are spending. You can be able to subscribe to it and find out what they are doing. And that is kind of high level transparency, even beyond what they have in the West, that Nigeria can accomplish if we choose to aspire to that. And if we aspire to that, believe you me, most of our complaints will go away. Thank you.
Can I just say something?
I wanted to ask you, I wanted to add to what you said or ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead, as long as Nigeria Watch is fine.
Yes, for me, Nigeria Watch, please, 1 minute. For me, the people responsible for insecurity, the people responsible for lack of transparency remain these wicked politicians. And if they continue, in spite of our agitations, in spite of our permutations, and in spite of our demands, if they continue like this, there is going to be a diffusion of violence, and it will envelop everybody. Trust me. So we cannot continue to fool people. It's our leaders. Leaders build nations. They elect people and they bring laws, capital punishment. They now, strengthen the institutions, and they do the right thing. When leaders are corrupt themselves, taking your money to different parts of the world, I don't think it's the citizen you have to blame for that. So if we keep complaining, that complaining will metamorphose into a full-blown violence, and it will be very bloody for them, not within ourselves, but also against these so-called wicked leaders. They are not ghosts; they live among us. Thank you.
All right. Let me just say something quickly, please, Mr. Najawash, if you permit, for 30 seconds.
I have someone on the phone. Just go ahead, sir. 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. Today, I needed an urgent £700 from Nigeria. And guess what? I paid for it. I paid £925. 925 naira to the pound. So you can calculate that and guess how much it's going to be. Well over $500,000 just to get my money, my own money that I worked out for, that is in Nigeria, just to bring it to pay an urgent person in the UK. But if Dangote were going to do the same thing, they're not going to charge him $500,000. I paid over almost 700,000 naira. But Dangote, they're going to charge him, instead of 925, they're going to charge him 500 naira to the pound. Okay, let me rest my case here. Ovie, I hope you're hearing this, because your man is going to do the same thing.
All right, sir. We have a caller. Madam Irene, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Ivis, Mr. Leftis, everybody on the panel and the comment section. Just a quick one. I am calling because of Mr. Insibidi's submission. You know, it makes reference to me and the discussion we're having the other day. I just want him to know that I am not supporting the social media influencer that APC have paid, or maybe that some parties have paid. But all I'm saying, especially in this platform, if you don't know, you said they said they pay 250 influencers to go and support them in different platforms.
300.
So what I was trying to say is, if you don't know the name of the person, you are not there when they gave that money. If you are accusing anybody that come, maybe you suspect the person is talking as if he's paid, you are legit. Not just because of you, for the sake of the platform as well, because there is such a thing called proof, and that is how we work here. We don't just go accusing for accusing's sake. If you don't know the name of the person, you are not sure, you are only suspecting, you are legit, because in case anybody wants to sue anybody, nobody will be in problem. You are legit, you did not point direct. That is what I was trying to explain. I was not supporting that this person is not paid or the other one is not paid. No, I was not trying to defend anybody, but just allege it. If you are not there when the brown envelope was extending hand, that was my point. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you. All right, my people, I appreciate you all. Remember, tomorrow by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, we are going to be here talking about relations.
Mr. Najawash.
Sir, we need to move on.
Sorry. I was trying to run up. I wish Madam Irene.
You have 10 seconds, sir. We need to move on.
Thank you. I'm not accusing her of anything. I'm only saying that, I'm only trying to make us understand, for those that don't understand till now, by now, that it is a real thing. You know, when we are saying it, some people were feeling
no, when you don't have simple things, I don't need to argue about it. When you don't have the fact, if you cannot provide us the fact here,
you say allegedly.
I never accuse any single person, please. And if anybody is saying that I accuse someone,
no, it's not about accuse. This is a simple of learning. If next time, just use the word allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yes, just say they allegedly.
Alleged is when I'm referring to a single person. I'm only talking about. I can't allege something that.
No. But you mentioned somebody's name who paid them, isn't it?
I didn't mention his name. I said that
who paid him, right?
If I say I think, it's also the same thing, like saying I
allegedly. You can't think. No, you can't use the word I think. It's allegedly, sir.
If I say in my opinion somebody looks like, that is also alleging. I'm not directly accusing that person that he's paid.
Yeah, but you are putting the platform on on a full blast when you are saying that you think you
all
are.
Right, let's move on. Let's move on. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The point is just for people to know that it's a real thing. That's all. I'm not trying to,
And yes, that's fine. That's fine. We cannot really stretch this. Thank you so much.
The video you are talking about was done by BBC. Though I've not seen it, I think I'm going to search for it. That open up such social media influencer, and definitely we all know the people that are going to do such thing, because Peter Obi does not give shishi. He cannot even go and pay social media influencer. So I don't even need to allege. If you not be PDP, go be APC. Finish. You know, we expect Sowore to do such thing. I don't think Kwakwasu will do such thing. You don't get that kind of money. So is this two party? Thank you.
But you cannot say that left. You have to still be alleged.
She say alleged.
You can't say that. You are a moderator. You can't say
it is my own opinion.
No, you are a moderator of lefty. Don't
alleged. Refinance has come with allegedly. No, she's right. She's right. It's allegedly. She's right.
All right, Mr. There's noise coming from your end. Mute yourself. Thank you, sir. All right, let's move on. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all for your time with us. Please endeavor to join us tomorrow by 6 p.m. Nigerian time. We're going to be talking about why the continuous divorces that is going on in Nigeria, especially, or rather, in Nigerian community. As you all know, that we talked about this the other day. We got the episode 1. We've done the episode 2. Now we are going to do the 3 now. Because the reason why we decided to do the 3, because the last time we did the episode 2, a lot have happened. A lot. In fact, now top of card, they all can do the thing. I said, they never they go again. So
what is that? Nigeria, what is that?
You come here. More talk at tomorrow.
Nigeria, what is that on top of card? What is that? Can you intimate me?
Ask all the politics.
I didn't hear your logo marking.
The campaign on top car. The campaign on top car.
Exactly. God bless you.
Campaign. A campaign is normal now. It's campaign season.
No worries.
Yeah, right.
Come by 6 p.m. tomorrow. We know the kind of campaign we talk.
The problem with this topic is
what she's talking about: women leaving men, the divorce, or men
the
leaving
problem,
women.
Exactly.
She's at the logo marking.
The problem with this topic.
Lobo Abasha.
The problem with this topic is by tomorrow you not say less.
No, don't worry. It's the topic safe. Now first confess because the screen go full and
does it have to do with politics?
No.
One more thing. We need to see. We want Mr. Ovier to appear tomorrow, but that background, Mr. Ovier, please put Obidati there. I beg.
He go do for us.
But when I was saying I want to give Shishi now. So
no, we'll go give Shishi tomorrow. We'll buy you water. We'll buy you a Coke.
We'll give a logo marking.
If not colored water, we'll talk.
We'll give a logo apacha.
Okay, you know the tire. Since when it start to the top, you first start one cup white. From the cup white, you can't enter bottle. Tomorrow, you see the farmer will give you something. Your mouth not the sometimes dry.
I've been seeing this guy from some other platform. I can't remember the platform, but I know that he's a gentleman. But they don't pay him money, make it call here. Now he call here.
No, they're not pay. No, they're not pay.
Because he men. Because he men. Wait,
no, you know,
they're not pay.
Yeah, like second home now. Yeah. Now we there now.
If you see who they pay with, they know they're not pay. And Ovie is one of us. He they deceive himself.
Now we I was born in Sapele. Now they born me.
Ovie they deceive himself.
If you see one pay,
my native name now Ogenovo.
If you say they find one pay,
if you see one pay, I bet direct to my side. I see the street too.
All of us now the same place. Now Uniben, right. I graduate from Uniben.
Okay. My people, once again, I want to appreciate you all. Thank you so much. We got a lot of visibility today. It was very, it was a very wonderful show. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Thank you to those of you that have shared. But before you leave right now, because I can see some of you already leaving, please copy the link, carry and follow Body Go House. You know, you copy the link, you put them for bag. They can go. And if now your neighbor, your neighbor, give them. You know, anybody give them, because our voices needs to go far. You know, we've contributed a lot today. One thing you must understand is that this platform is where we all are learning. You know, nobody knows it all here. In fact, me myself, I learn all the time. You see, when they talk about constitution right now, as we they talk, they do my research. That's one thing we do here. And you see one or two people called in, they enlightened us. CIB. That's one thing about this platform. We all are learning, you know, educating ourselves here. So we need to share the broadcast so that our voices can go far. Remember, we are fighting for our future here. We are fighting for our future. If we miss this, my people, it will affect every one of us. You know, remember, many of us don't tire for abroad, the money we will come find for abroad, the money many of us don't get them. It did bank, you know, but to go house, not go house. You know, the Bali will still they talk about many of us don't get them, but to go out, you know, if you go out. Because you know what, I mean, they kidnap you. I mean, they go ask you for 100 million.
Exactly,
you know, pardon?
I say exactly, absolutely.
Yes, exactly. So to be honest, I want everybody to please share our video and let our voices go far. Let's get it right this time. It's Peter Obi or nothing. He's the only man that can change the situation that we find ourselves right now. Without Peter Obi, trust me, we all will continue. In fact, it will get worse. Thank you very much, my people. Now God bless you now. I will say, make you a good night. Join us tomorrow morning. Randomly though. We don't have newspaper review anymore every Saturday. It's only Monday to Friday. But certainly, we are still here 7 days a week on the evening shows. But by 6 p.m. tomorrow, chai. In fact, I don't already see and say many women not go like me tomorrow. The way me want to talk this matter.
Bros, what happen now? Women want make you come.
Is it?
Why is it women not go like you? The matter now, both women and men problem.
Because of the topic now. Now the topic.
We get the important one. The important one we want break tomorrow, yes, corner. Madam Irene.
Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex.
No,
Mr. Alex.
I'm talking about the women will go fight me tomorrow. Okay. You not be Olobo Mark or Olobo
Mr. Elvis, I don't go tomorrow.
That was loud. You are saying what you don't know.
Tomorrow
on APM media.
Tomorrow I go just laugh so laugh. Me will never marry. I don't go put matter or women matter too much.
I go talk my pikin, my children. One is 15 years old. The girl, 15 years old. And the boy is 13 years old. Their mama now Oyibo English white woman.
You don't divorce you.
When I call in tomorrow, if I'm hopefully
no, just join us tomorrow. Never spill them out. Never talk everything. Never talk everything. Just come tomorrow.
Naja was allowing him to express his logo apache now.
No, not be here.
Tomorrow,
not be here.
For tomorrow, let's leave that.
It's for tomorrow.
Oh, we not be here. That was
not be here.
Alice, you know what sleep. You know what sleep.
All the politics. Thank you very much, my brother, for coming in. I really do appreciate you. It shows. In fact, I respect more of your humility. No matter the attack you get today, you were still smiling, saying that we all are one. I like that. But if you come next time, as they talk on just now, this your, I know go now because it's your first time. I make me let that red cap be here. If you come next time, you could change that your background because we now forbidden fruit for this platform. You know, so but we want to see you, but we don't want to see that.
Only the background because people begin call.
Yes,
You
so
get
now
many
that
people
one
come
have trouble.
you get
If
many
not be
people
me,
who
we
come
help
you and
am
not
today now.
put. You get people who are not put for line will call me now say we just allow and a debate. We want to make other people come. They say no, that background, they make some people no want to listen to us. Now, so me they don't worry. So this background.
If they call me, me not carry a phone. No, me no saying why you scatter table.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So that background annoys so many people. Many people don't want to see any other people.
Because they know they grill, they too love Peter
like you now, you don't already show say that money they look for. Probably you don't they collect the money. So people they collect the money now they carry this kind of thing. When we know they collect, we know they like her.
So we are on the same side with that. Since I know they collect money, next time I will put our president there. That's Buhari. This is our president.
Over for a year.
Our
president. You know, see humility. That's what life is all about. You know, see the way our principal handle H.O. yesterday. Not be everybody will get the ability to handle that woman like that. After the way she takes you're the point hand for our principal head like this. You know, I can't bash it. Not be smart, you know. But nevertheless, you know, that's something we not gifts. All na politics, don't worry, you are one of us. That garment of Kwankwo, so we forbid it in your life in Jesus' name. Amen.
You are delivered. You are delivered.
You are delivered. Be loose now.
Upward. We bad and lose that red.
Be loose, my brother.
Your head. Lose.
That calendar, fall there from him. Fire.
He buy here, they receive the prayer. No, sir. Good night, my people. Good night.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go to biza. Kama bara walo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. Kama bara walo ninu ife kan. But I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Kama bara walo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Kama bara walo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. They do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí o, ẹ fẹ́ jókòó. Alákọ̀bí Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí. Alákọ̀bí Sábàmẹ́là. Anybody? Any anybody. Mo ló ń fọlú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti kíníṣí. Délé mo ló ń fọlú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé o.